let's talk about that. I have been living in my Tesla Model 3 long range for the last 4.5 months. And today, my Tesla Thunder is in service. And what did Tesla decide to give me? A Tesla Model X. Fabulous, fast, and baby blue. So I have this car for 24 hours basically, as that is the amount of time that I think the service is gonna take for my car. So I kind of want to see, how can you live in this? How easy is it actually? I don't have all my usual camping setup, as most of it is just in my Model 3 at the service center. But I did bring some camping supplies. So we're gonna go camp out. We're also gonna test out, of course, launch mode, acceleration, have fun with that. Do I actually need all this? Or is a Model 3 better? Let's find out. First thing you notice about this car is just its color, right? Baby blue. I am not sure what the exact color is, as I did not wrap this, but it's a definitely blue. It even has matching blue brake calipers, which I think is a very neat look, right? It complements the overall look of the car. It also has air suspension, which means I can rise it and lower it, and I can mark it exactly on the map. So next time I drive through a certain area, the Tesla will recognize it and automatically raise or lower its suspension. That is neat. He also blacked out the Tesla emblem. I think that looks really cool. The white interior, and of course the legendary yoke. We're definitely gonna go check that out after too. There's so much room, honestly. I am not sure what to do with all this, because I'm so used to living very small. This is like buying a mansion essentially. All right, let's go. So today I'm spending some extra money. I found this gentleman, his name is Angel, and I'm buying some delicious fruit, just on the side of the road. I'm hungry. I just finished my fasting. Wow, that is some good fruit. It's just so freaking cool to experience like the car like this for like 24 hours. It is not the main reason why I'm so excited today. I actually just wanted to try out the Model X itself to see how well you can live in it. But let's just flex a little bit right now. Yeah, that's right. So this is my camping spot for tonight. The ocean right there. Isn't it beautiful? So I gotta be creative tonight, because I kind of figured out that if you look in the inside, first thing first, I gotta move these seats forward so we create as much space as possible. Pushing these little buttons on the side to push it forward. And I gotta find a way to push those seats forward. There is a little gap right here. I know I can push these seats even more forward. So what I did is I made a little sleeping mode right there. Sleeps, that's what I called it. And I should be able to push these chairs even more forward. Probably not gonna support me, but it's more for, I guess, my legs to kind of dingle. I might just lay sideways. I haven't really decided yet, but we're gonna go down there and watch the sunset. This feature is something that I would love to have for my car. Just close all, everything closes. Wow, that is so beautiful. Before it gets dark, I do want to make up my bed, because this is kind of ridiculous, right? So let's make up our bed. Look at that, magic, right? So right now it's about 8:30 p.m. I am at the Moro campground, which is just along Route 1, the Pacific Coast Highway. I actually drove past this campground when I finished the Pacific Coast Highway from start to finish. I got I basically just drove in today and they had a spot open for me, spot number 40. But there's one more thing I'm gonna do before I go to bed, and that is I'm gonna put this on camping mode. So camping mode for your Tesla is something really neat. The car will stay on until it reaches 20%, right? You can set a desired temperature. I like to keep mine at 19 degrees. And the reason why is that around like 21 degrees, the heat pump starts to work, right? And I'm always trying to reduce battery use overnight, especially when I'm not plugged in. It will disable sentry mode, and the security alarm and walk away lock will be disabled as well. So there's a couple features that are not available when you're in camping mode. So basically when I'm in a city, I put keep climate on, and it's basically the same as camping mode, but it will allow you to keep sentry mode on, which is basically a security feature at night. So somebody gets near your car, you'll be alerted. But right now, I am at 216 miles. It's about 10 degrees Celsius outside. So let's see in the morning how much battery is used. Something that I always do with my Model 3 is I always turn the heat seaters on. Not the high setting, level 2 or level 1, to really warm up the back as well, because there's air vents up front, in the middle there's two, I don't know how well you can see that, one right there, and then there's one right there that kind of point towards the back. But even in my Model 3, where the rear vents are like right there center, they don't always work really great at night. So good morning. Look at that. That's when you know I've slept super well. Surprisingly, I slept really well because I don't really have a setup. As you can see from my legs right there, they basically hang off the cliff. That's what I call it, because it's there's so much space here that my feet just hang off just like that. Like, I kind of change positions. Sometimes I slept like that. Sometimes I even like curled up in like a little ball. But it was a little weird because at I think around midnight, I woke up. I'm like, hey, I am not sleeping in a coffin tonight. I'm sleeping in a mansion. Like, it was, my body kind of reacted to it. It was interesting to see that. It's a very spacious interior. Like, I could legit have, if I set up a proper little bed, I could legit have somebody else sleep with me here. I mean, I got 2 pillows. So the reason why I have 2 pillows is because I want to share these camping experiences. So maybe one day I make a friend on the road. I also made, talking about friends, I woke up to this morning, a blue ghost. That is just my towel that I hang over the seat. I put the seat warmers on, and then it dries the towel overnight. But it kind of looked really creepy when I woke up this morning. I'm like, oh crap. Yeah, but let's go check out how much battery I used. Okay. Oh wow. So my battery percentage right now, it's about 185. It's about 7 degrees Celsius outside. So I used about 31 miles over last night. So that's about 10%, because every percentage in my car is about 3 miles. I'm not really sure how it reflects to this car, but I would say it's about 10% or so, 31 miles. So I still think that's very efficient for a one night stay in my Tesla Model X. So if I have to give a score out of 10 for sleeping in this car, I would give it I would say 6. The reason is that yes, I have a lot more space than my Model 3, but surprisingly, it was not as comfortable that I thought it was gonna be. That's maybe because it was kind of like Tesla gave me lemons, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go make lemonade to my best of my ability. So I kind of quickly adapted, and that's why I didn't really have time to really fully set up a proper bed. But nevertheless, it was a very spacious interior. I would give my Model 3 a 9 out of 10, and I'll give this Model X, I'll give it a 6. This basically concludes my video today, as I have had this car for almost 24 hours. So I do have 2 other videos that you might like. Me driving the Pacific Coast Highway, which is right there from start to finish, and then I have my DIY Model 3 camper build video. And I'll see you guys back on the open road. Cheers.